Peace. Peace is acceptance. A Jedi must accept that there are things they have control over and things they do not. Peace comes from accepting our limitations, limitations of others, and accepting our ability to grow beyond them. Peace comes from accepting our emotions and not allowing them to rule our lives or decisions. This acceptance is peace. What we are talking about here is not the ever elusive peace you hear about in meditation seminars or in some New Age book. It is peace of mind that we are talking about and that we are all looking for. Peace of mind is all that we truly need to get by in this chaotic world, but it can be hard to obtain. Many seek peace at some retreat or seminar, but these things can only help you escape. They do not teach you how to attain peace where it counts in the middle of your hectic life. Peace is easy enough to accomplish when removed from the noise of this world, but what good is that unless you live in the mountains away from everything? No, peace of mind does not serve anyone unless you can have it in the middle of chaos. What we want to be in the world, what we want is to be in the whirlwind of society dealing with meetings, bills, family, and general everyday stress, and still be calm and at peace within ourselves. You cannot maintain the objectivity needed when you are constantly dealing with inner conflict. So now that we have addressed what exactly we're talking about here and what we need at most, the question becomes, how do we reach this peace of mind? Before we directly answer that, let's look at what we are talking about for Jedi. Peace for a Jedi has a twofold meaning. The first is, as many people know, peace, not war. Peaceful surroundings, peaceful solutions, world peace. And while we do not have the power to make all these things a reality, it is something Jedi value and strive for. Using diplomacy and meditation as a means of conflict resolution instead of using force. Jedi value peace and seek to present ways to express this ideal both on an individual level and a more global level. Yet this is not the only meaning of the word peace. The Jedi seek to cultivate the other side of peace, inner peace. Peace of mind, not so much within themselves, but at the root of any conflict they come across. In order to maintain this peace, Jedi work to have a clear and peaceful demeanor in order to express the value of peace without being clouded by emotions or bias. Peace within order to affect peace in our surroundings, inner peace to affect the outer world. Peace born of anger is no peace at all and cannot last. This peace must go much deeper than external conflicts. It is peace found within. We all have huge inner conflicts and thoughts. We often struggle with ourselves more than anyone else. Thus, a Jedi seeks to find internal peace just as much as they seek external peace. Thus, you have a twofold of peace, external conflict resolution and an internal conflict resolution, both seeking to attain a peaceful outcome. But knowing about peace and achieving peace are two different things. So, how does one reach this so called peace? Practice, patience, tolerance, understanding, listening, diplomacy, self honesty, and the ability to look at all sides, even when our own ego is involved. In the end, though, remember, peace is acceptance. We must accept that there are things we have control over and things we do not. Peace comes from accepting our limitations, the limitations of others, and growing beyond them, accepting our beliefs and role and attempt accepting the beliefs and roles of others, accepting the world we live in and our own role in that world. Peace comes from accepting our emotions and not bottling them up or allowing them to rule our lives or decisions. Peace is acceptance. It is what we strive for daily. Peace within themselves, peaceful resolutions, a state of peace without conflict. Things anger us, people upset us, injustices cry. We get mad at people and events, often things way outside our realm to control or affect in any way. We struggle, rebel, we rage against the world we live in, against the decisions that other people make. We seek to force people into doing what we know to be good for them, becoming a tyrant and enforcing our ideals on others because we cannot accept their decisions. It all comes down to acceptance. That starts with the self and grows outwardly. Once we can and have accepted the whole, the self and entire world as it is, then we can make the clear, objective decisions on how best to proceed. You have to understand yourself, your motivations. You must be willing to accept yourself. Our emotions aren't to be banished. They are not enemies of peace. They are a core part of us. They serve a valuable purpose within us. This doesn't mean one should act rashly on their emotions, simply that our emotions do not threaten our peace. Be at peace with your emotions. Acknowledge them, accept them, embrace them. It is okay to feel. It is okay to be mad or sad or happy or tired. It is okay, and you can still have that peaceful center within yourself without sacrificing your emotions or how you feel. Again, let's cover this thoroughly. I cannot believe she would call me fat. One should strive to accept the world and the people for who and what they are. Some people are just selfish and petty, and that is their right. The world sometimes lashes back, claiming hundreds of lives, and each time we want to point to the finger to someone or something to blame them. But blame can be passed anywhere. A better way is to accept. That is, remembering we are each entitled to our life, our faults, mistakes, and beliefs. Through acceptance, we can accept our place within this crazy world and with the people who live in it. Things happen every day, good things, bad things, events are unfolding right now. Many have died since you started reading this, many in not so pleasant ways. And yet many are born, many are celebrating. The world is full of events in every second. The key is to accept all things, including yourself. And here is a hint on how as to how to. Do not allow the things you can change to upset you. Why? Because you can change them and you can do something to make a difference. All you have to do is exercise some of that self discipline. Things may not work out how you want or the way you want it, but accept you will do and did your best. Now, on the same note, do not allow the things you cannot change to upset you. Why? Because you cannot change them. There are several events in human history, most tied to war, which spark outrage and sorrow. Understand now you cannot change those events. They are done and you need to accept that, be at peace with it. The world, human and nature alike, strikes hard and without mercy at times. Once we accept it, acknowledge our feelings instead of events, we can then move forward and react in a proper and beneficial manner. Even if you are standing right there when something happens, the event is done. It is not prevented. So you only focus at the time is that what you need to do at that time. A child gets hit by a car in front of you. Accept the event and move forward. Do not seek to get upset or angry. Do not look to pass blame on someone. Instead, merely focus on the facts, what needs to be done now. Medical help, making sure all relevant facts are remembered, how it happened, what was going on before, during, and after. People that saw people get involved, get the information as best as you can while helping those you can. By accepting and moving on, you can remain calm and objective. In this, you will be at peace and work towards peace.